live on an island, so we're surrounded by water. Our kids always want to venture in, especially in the warmer months.
Like the beach is the big part of summer and the big part of, I guess, half the year. And it's always just really fun to go to the beach.
The beach is the main part of summer for most Aussies.
Water safety officials say they are shocked by new drowning figures showing deaths are at an all-time high.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
So, hi, my name is AJ. I'm 22 and I've never learned how to swim. If I fall into a body of water, then I'm dead. As a child, when I was being taught how to swim, I had a really difficult time with the sensation of floating. I really didn't like how out of control I felt in my body. And so that was when I started having issues with that specific aspect of water.
Yeah, I'm Sister Talini. I'm from New Zealand. I'm 19. So me and my cousins, we decided that we're going to jump off this bridge all together. When we jumped off, I ended up getting pushed under. At the bottom of the river, there was a bunch of barnacles and like mussels, so I was getting cut up. I was under there for quite a long time, and all I could see was legs kicking and lots of bubbles going everywhere, and that's when I thought I was gonna actually die and gonna drown.
Yeah, it's a bit funny because I do love the beach and I love being around bodies of water, but still not really having that ability to swim obviously makes it difficult to engage with a lot of the activities that surround water. So a lot of people find that quite odd.
Hi, my name's Sophie Osborne. I've been a swimming teacher for 4 years and I've been doing surf lifesaving since I was 14 years old, so about 6 years now. Water is such a big culture in Australia, going to the beach, swimming in lakes and everything, so I think that's a really important part that kids learn to swim so they have those life-saving skills to prevent drownings. I had a friend that's sister nearly drowned when the father left the pool area and they thought that they could swim and they just jumped in. But due to their skills and participating in swimming lessons, they knew to swim to the wall, so that ultimately saved them. I definitely think there's been a cultural shift. I think before it was like a necessary thing. People really put emphasis on teaching their kids to swim, but I think now a lot of people think that they can just do it themselves, or it's not as important of a life skill as it was emphasised before.
So I never had formal swimming lessons like systematically. I think I might have had a few, but it was mainly different family members just trying to teach me how to swim with different methods.
Kids not enrolling and parents thinking that they can just teach their kids, there is things that they miss out on that are important.
I think also experiencing a feeling of shame was a barrier. It can be quite embarrassing to call an instructor and have to explain that you're trying to get lessons as an adult and it's not for your child. So I think that societal pressure had an effect on me. As a teenager, I felt pretty insecure about not being able to swim. But as I got older, I sort of made it a running gag and made fun of myself. If I had to go back and talk to my younger self about swimming, I would tell her to not be so afraid, and that even though it's something new and challenging in terms of like sensory experience, that it's something worth overcoming and to persevere through the unknown.
I think a lot of kids are now missing out, especially due to the cost or due to times, things like that. So I think that schools should be making it part of their education so that kids don't fall behind and don't miss those necessary skills.
I just don't really have the time to learn how to swim, but I don't really have any anxiety or fear around it. It's just more of a time thing.
It's important to teach kids early because as they develop later in life, it's harder for them to pick up those skills quickly. So by teaching them early, they're more confident in the water at a younger age. And if they're older, when they're starting to learn to swim, then you have to teach them back from the basics. Often they're really scared to enter the water, or they're overconfident, and it's harder to ground them before actually starting to teach them the necessary skills.
We've seen it time and time again where, they'll climb over the neighbour's fence or they'll somehow manage to get into a pool and it's a tragedy. So it doesn't matter if you're on the beach or if you're, far, hours from the ocean. I think it's essential.
If our generation doesn't get taught how to swim, then they won't be able to teach the next generation and so forth. So it's important that we can keep up those swimming skills so that it can be passed down and it ultimately doesn't lead to significant amounts of deaths.
It can develop into a passion or just develops those essential skills that they need to survive in, socialising and swimming and doing fun activities together as well. And then that just builds confidence in itself, which is an essential part of growing up.